So what's the solution? The solution, while they await healing, is to abstain from sinful acts and relationships, even as many people in the past have remained unmarried for various reasons. Let's resume.
Await healing is to abstain from sinful acts and relationships, even as many people in the past have remained unmarried for various reasons. 28. And just as they did not see fit to acknowledge God any longer, God gave them over to a depraved mind, to do those things which are not proper. 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness, wickedness, greed, evil, full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, malice, they are gossips. 30. Slanderers, haters of God, insolent, arrogant, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents. 31. Without understanding, untrustworthy, unloving, unmerciful. So homosexual behavior is just one of many sins of the depraved mind of man. All of these sins are forbidden by biblical law, as Paul says in the next verse.
Wow. So homosexual behavior is just one of many sins of the depraved mind of man. Amen.
32. And although they know the ordinance, decayema, of God, that those who practice such things are worthy of death, they not only do the same, but also give hearty approval to those who practice them. The Greek word, decayema, means that which has been deemed right so as to have force of law, Thayer's lexicon. Those who practice homosexual behavior know that it is wrong, even if they try very hard to justify their actions. Hence, they are accountable to God for their actions. Paul says in the next verse, therefore, you are without excuse. Even those who despise the divine law know that one ought to keep the law. Few would justify first-degree murder, for instance, even if their doctrinal position says that the law has been put away. For most Christians, the real motive in putting away the law is to retain the right to discard any particular law that they find disagreeable. When the church reserved for itself the right to judge the law and mind of God, and to decide by their own conscience which of the laws they wanted to keep and which to discard, they lost the moral right to condemn any sin. It is hypocritical to cast aside the law of God and then judge other sinners by that same law. The church thus laid the foundations of lawlessness, anomia, which are now in full bloom in the world today.
Boy, what an indictment. Okay, the church has thus laid, the church, not America, the church has laid the foundation of lawlessness, anomia, which are now in full bloom in the world today. So by putting away the law, and one way to put away the law is to overemphasize with an unbalanced teaching that grace erases everything. No, it doesn't. Grace lays the foundation for righteous behavior, not for putting away the law. Grace is not lawless. Amen? Amen.